Okay, so here we are. Good morning, everybody. Oh, there we go. Okay, now good morning, everybody. Fiorella, Sabrina, Gary, V. Welcome to Tuesday morning Breathe and Flow Yoga. I also want to give a shout out to all of the members who I don't speak to during our live streams. Everybody who's been supporting Strong.Like.Silk. Some of you for a year. My goodness, thank you so much. Some of you use the recordings and some of you are supporting a small business. So thank you for that. But two people in particular, Christine and Diana, both commented on last week's Breathe and Flow yoga class, and you really liked the flow, and that's kind of fun because that was something that I pulled out of the archives from when I was teaching live with Gary, actually, here in Denver. So we're going to go through that flow again. I'm going to add a little bit onto that today. And also, let's see, I had another, nope. Oh, yes, I know. Daphne is a new member, and Daphne's from France. So we're hitting up Europe a little bit more. Yeah, so that's good. Let's see. I've got to see. There we go. I had Fiorella and Sabrina pinned. So welcome to Daphne from France. I'm so happy to have you. That'll be pretty fun. I hope you make it to our live streams as well. I know that will be a little bit challenging. For today's Breathe and Flow class, you need a mat, and I'd suggest a block for sure, please. Make your way over. We'll begin on your knees, kneeling on your knees. You can place the block underneath your seat if you'd like. The word of the week is control, which is a nice one. I control my present moment with the power of my breath. And then I'll say inhaling, and I'll pause, and I'll say exhaling, and I'll pause. So when I say inhaling, think about a word that you'd like to associate with that. Inhaling, peace, love, joy, abundance, good health, success. And then exhaling, fear, negativity, sadness, grief, stress, anxiety. Okay, so during the mantra, when I pause, inhaling, pause, you say your word, exhaling, pause, and guess what? Because you're at home, you could even say it out loud. How about that? The power of your voice is astounding, so use it. Good morning, Don Marie. I'm glad you were able to join us. So if you're kneeling and prefer to use the block, you can place this right under your seat, okay? And you can start off in a foot fold if you'd like, or unfold your toes and just sit down, okay? In either way, just tilt your tailbone forward and back just a little bit so that you can find the very center point. As soon as you're feeling comfortable enough to do this, please close your eyes. And search out the very bottom of your spine so you could feel the very bottom bones, and you want to plug them into your mat or into your heels, whichever feels best for you. You could even lift your seat and move the flesh away. Just plug right in like a power outlet. Make the connection with 2 points. And then sit very tall. And as you move up your spine, lengthening your spine, you'll find that you should be drawing your abdominals in to keep your spine long. Bring your hands to your heart, lengthen through your neck. And now you have this long, straight column, like a tube, right? That's perfectly straight, and you can move your air up this tube and back down your tube. So with your eyes closed, inhale and move your air up. Exhale and move your air down. Stay with your breath. I control my present moment with the power of my breath. Inhaling, exhaling. I have control. Bring your hands down by your sides, please. Roll your shoulders up and back. And now bring your thumbs to your shoulders. Make wider circles. And hold your next one back, please. And bring your fingertips down to the floor behind you. And lean back and puff your chest open. Lift your chin up. Eyes open or closed. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, relax a lot. Tuck your chin, look forward. Sweep both arms up. And slide your right hand down. Place your fingertips on the floor. And you could crawl or walk all the way over to the side. And feel the long stretch from your fingertip right down to your hip. Look down at your hand. Inhale, look up beyond your arm. Look down again. And look up. Then eyes forward. Sweep your arm all the way up and take it down to the floor. Hands to your heart. A deep breath in. A longer exhale. Inhale, reach both arms up. Now bring your left hand down to the floor. So your fingertips are down. Maybe your hand is flat. And you're pressing down while simultaneously reaching up. And now crawl or walk all the way over to the left side. So the important sensation that you should be focusing on, different than collapsing or folding, is the reach and the stretch, right? So focus on the outside of your body. And then lift your eyes up. And then turn your head back down. Now with your eyes open, be aware of the sensation that's behind your eyes. Start to awaken. Start to empower. Start to excite. Hold your head center, please. And sweep up and down. Now a little dynamic movement. Come over to the side, right side, and then up, and then your left side. And come up. So as you move from side to side, a long, deep exhale. Last time. Sweep your arm up and take it down to the floor, please. Okay, press your seat up off your heels. Separate your legs a little bit. And if you haven't already, now we're going to curl your toes. Place your hands at your lower back. Your fingers should be pointed down. Squeeze your elbows back and then release. Let's have 2 more of these. So it's your first camel of the day. Let's be gentle. It's early for some of you, right? Keep your elbows all the way back. Exhale, press your hips forward. So engage your seat, and that will start to move you into a gentle back bend. Now let's just keep it here. Lift your chest up high, drop your head back, and once again, check in with the expression behind your eyes. I control the present moment with the power of my breath. Inhaling, exhaling, I have control. Lift yourself back up and lower to your heels. Now if you're facing me and your mat is sideways, please turn. I'd like you to arrange yourself so that you can take your knees out wide and then fold your toes under or flat. Yeah. So you could press with your flat toes right into the mat and feel the difference there, yeah? Okay, place your hands onto the mat and then crawl yourself all the way down. So rest some part of your skull on the ground. And if your back is feeling a little too tight for that to begin with, you can place your head on a block. So your knees are so wide that your belly just hangs down. Allow it to be really comfortable and safe. And take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, sit your hips back towards your feet. Begin to stretch from your hips all the way to your fingertips. So feel your skin strength lengthen. Now rock your head very gently from side to side. With your eyes closed, crawl your hands to the right side of the mat. Just find the very edge without going over. And then place your left hand on top of your right hand. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, press down into your hand. So feel that nice deep pressure telling your internal system that you're safe, you're protected. And now stay in that same position, except lift your right elbow up and drop your left elbow down. So you're adding a small twist. You can turn and look through the keyhole. Untwist your body. Please walk back into the center and all the way over to the other side. So your left pinky finger finds the edge of the mat, and that's where you stop. And bring your right hand on top of that. Exhale, press down into yourself. And then add a small rotation. So your left elbow lifts up, your right elbow presses down. And you have this little space to peer through. And walk your hands back into the center, please. Lift your hips up a little bit and curl your toes again. So let's start to really stretch our feet. And this time, lower back down, but flip your palms up. So turn your thumbs to the side of the room and your palms are exposed. And this may mean for you that you need to open your arms a little bit wider, and that's fine. Flip your palms back down to the floor, please. Now lift your head up and look forward. And we'll float across your kneecaps. Just float forward and then relax. So arms should be very straight. Press your palms down into the floor. Take a look to make sure your hands are just below your shoulders, please. And then draw your shoulders away from your ears. So really press into the mat. Lift your heart forward and up. And then roll your eyeballs back in your head. Check in with your expression. Think about what you're taking in and what you're choosing to let go of. So toes are together. Now bend your legs as much as you can. So bring your feet as close to your butt as possible without any stress in your neck or your face. And now place your feet back on the floor. We'll lean back, come back to child's pose. Okay, so let's move through the dynamic postures. Come forward and back. Keep moving and be very particular with your movement, right? It's so much more than forward and back. I gave you all of those alignment cues. You want to pay attention to as many of them as possible in each one of the postures. Now connect your breath so that there's an inhale and an exhale associated with each movement. Inhaling, exhaling. And then hold the posture that's best for you, the one that your body needs more of today. Wherever you are now, please shift back to child's pose. Lift your hips, curl your toes. Lift your hips higher, downward facing dog. So hang out for a little while. Pedal one heel and the other heel. Do your best to get your heel on the ground. Take the time to feel the blood starting to fill your skull. Notice the sensations of the pressure in your skin and behind your eyes. Now press both heels down, please. And then lift both heels up. Bring your hips all the way back to your heels, so bend your knees a lot. And look forward at your fingertips. From here, allow your hips to bounce just a little bit. So be a little bit buoyant and bouncy. Now, if you've done this exercise before, you know you could just hop forward. Otherwise, just take some tiny little hops and land without a sound. So once you reach your hands, inhale, halfway lift. Come to a flat back. Bend and straighten your knees a few times. If it feels good for you to keep your legs straight today, please do. Level 1 and 2, your hands are on your thighs. Level 3, sweep your arms back behind you. And then exhale, forward fold. Now please toe heel your feet together so that they're touching. Squeeze your ankles a lot. Okay, let's peel all the way up the mountain pose. Come and stand at the top, reach your arms overhead. Spread your fingers as wide as you can and press your thumbs back behind you. Now lift your toes up, spread them wide, place them down and suction cup the ground. Good. Now lift up through your thighs, engage through your seat, engage through your core. That's it. Now reach up as high as you can, but then also draw your shoulders down just a little bit. So much going on. And now close your eyes and enjoy this moment in mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, feel rooted. Feel as though you're extending and reaching. Okay, eyes open or closed. You can roll your shoulders back, just massage your upper back for today. And then hold the next one back. Your elbows squeeze together, arms open wide. Please open up your palms, drop your head back. Now soften all of the muscles in your face. Give yourself a good smile through your eyes and say, beautiful. Oh, you look so good. Inhale, reach up high, the mountain pose. And now slide your hands down to your heart and pause. Please close your eyes again. Each one of your fingers touching one another. So intentional. So patient with this time with yourself. You feel your heart beating. And now exhale, follow through all the way down, forward fold. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe you're touching the ground, maybe you're not. It might be nice to grab a block to give you the little bit of extra leverage that you might need for today. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. You can touch down with your fingertips or touch down with flat hands. Now please lift your heels as high as you can and hold. Keep lifting your heels. Fold your foot a lot. Keep this foot fold. Bend your knees, come down nice and low, small ball. Reach underneath your toes, lift them out, spread them wide. For those of you who have been doing this for a year, I bet your toes are long and straight by now. They're definitely different than they were last year, right? Press your heels down. Lift your heels up, press your heels down, lift your heels up. Now hold them at their highest point and bring your eye sockets in towards your knees. And then bring your gaze to your navel, your belly button. On your next exhale, draw it away from your thighs. I know that this is a lot of work. I really hope you brushed your teeth. A deep breath in, a longer exhale. Here we go, reach up, the mountain pose. Exhale, big sigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, touch your heart, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, small ball. And you remember what you're attaching to your inhales and your exhales, right? Here we go. I control my present moment with the power of my breath. Inhaling, exhaling. I have control. Again, I control my present moment with the power of my breath. Inhaling, exhaling. I have control. One more time. I control my present moment with the power of my breath. Inhaling, exhaling. I have control. From here, please step back to high plank. And we will flutter kick today, sweeping and sweeping and sweeping, because I know how much you love this exercise. keep your right foot up, please. So point your toes a lot. Place the top of the foot on the floor. The other foot comes down. Here we have upward facing dog. So take a moment in this posture. Your hips should swing freely. The tops of your feet are pressing down. And lengthen your neck as much as you can. Most of your effort should be pressing the mat away from you. Now flip your toes. Downward facing dog. Shift forward to plank. Flutter kick your feet. This time your left foot stays up. Top of your foot on the floor. Place it down with intention. Then your right foot upward facing. Reach your heart forward and up. How are those eyes? Just checking. Downward facing dog. Forward to plank. Right foot lifts. Option for chaturanga. Upward facing dog, place your foot. And then downward facing dog. Forward to plank. Left foot up. Option for chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Lift both heels, please. Bring your hips back to your heels. Look forward towards your fingers. Little jumps or one big leap towards your hands. And from here, I'd like you please to step wide. Step wide. Okay, so you came forward. Now, just like the beginning of class, if you'd like to put a block underneath your seat, it will give you a nice assist in Balasana. Okay, I'd like you to press your forearms into the insides of your knees. Just press yourself back. And you can sit up very tall. So that's our level 1 option. Now level 2, you'll be working without the block. You can also press back, but you might have more leverage if you place your hands at your heart. Wherever you are, please press your pinky edge into the mat. The pinky edge of your toes, I meant. So the outside part of your foot. There we go. Now lengthen your spine again and move your air up and move your air down and soften the expression on your face. You're good. We're good. I control my present moment with the power of my breath. Inhaling, exhaling. I have control. Please place your hands on the floor. Begin to lift your hips and turn your toes forward. Place your hands on your thighs and hinge to flat back. Now, engage your core and hold your body still as you reach both arms out. So you're holding an unsupported plank. And this might feel pretty easy to you, and that's good, but just keep the work happening in your spine. Now keep your flat spine engaged, and please pull your body, hinge your body all the way up. Feet together, please. Inhale. I control my present moment with the power of my breath. Inhaling, exhaling. I have control. Please come up, bring your hands overhead, and sweep them right back down to your heart. Okay, let's borrow Bikram's awkward series. Yay, we'll start with our feet apart today. Okay, so take a look down, make sure your middle toe is pointed forward. And when you bend your knees, it's important that your knees track right over your middle toes. Okay, so if you notice that they're bowing in or out, try to fix that just for this exercise, okay? All right, so just hip distance apart, sweep your arms up, and then draw your shoulders back. So set your shoulders and take a nice low squat. Now, if you want to play around a little bit in this position, try lifting all 10 toes up off the floor and press down into what we know to be the landing pad. So be aware of all 10 metatarsal heads, pressing down deeply as you lift your toes. That's going to help you a lot and really set you up for this next exercise. One more round of breath, please. Abdominals engaged. And then slowly make your way back up. Keep your arms where they are. Flip your palms so that they're exposed and your thumbs are pointed out. Now this time, lift your heels up high. Now you're already in the posture, you can stay right there. Level 2, begin to bend your knees. Knees tracking right over the middle toe. Keep your heels as high as you can. You've practiced for this all year with me, you guys. Your feet are good. Keep holding and keep breathing. Keep pressing your thumbs out. Nice external rotation for your shoulders, feels so good. One more round of breath. And now come all the way up. Please keep your arms where they are. Relax your heels back down. How are we doing? One more set. This time, draw your knees together. Squeeze them in as tightly as you can. Once you do that, your heels will lift up just a little bit. And now slide down once again. Take it all the way down, and keep holding. Keep squeezing your knees together. You're doing great. One more round of breath. And now slowly slide your body back up. Take your knees apart and lower down. Relax your arms, shake them out. Nice work. Bring your feet into the middle, please, for Garudasana, Eagle Bound. Okay, sweep your arms up overhead. So we'll do the arms twice, okay? Let's do right arm underneath left first. So sweep down, around, and wrap your arms like ropes. Get deep into the joints. Nice deep compression. Let's try it again. This time like eagle wings, sweep. And sit down nice and low. Now squeeze your knees together just like before. You felt all that power in the center line. We'll use the same thing. So you're sitting low, pop your right heel up, lift your leg, and cross your leg high on your thigh. Now you're in the posture, so if you're here, you're doing great. If you'd like to continue on, then wrap your toes right behind your calf. Nice work, everybody. Unwrap your toes, please. Uncross your leg and lift your knee up to hip height. Sweep both arms up. Take your arms out now. Hold your space. Press down through your base foot and press through your hands. Okay, so you might need to change your arrangement on the mat. Maybe, maybe not. Tuck your foot in. Place your palms down. And let's begin to hinge forward to an airplane posture. You'll come all the way forward. And the goal will be to have your body be parallel to the floor. Now level 1 and 2, keep your arms wide. Level 3, we're moving into warrior 3. Sweep your arms forward, thumbs up, please. Now look down towards the ground and reach down. You can bend your knee if you'd like to. You can grab a block if you'd like to. Now cross your top leg over the bottom leg, so get small. Like the eagle was before, cross and then explode back up. So in some circles, these are called Shiva squats. I think that's an American name, I don't know. Cross and press. Cross and press. Keep going, please.
2 more. Hold your next one up. And now, bend your front leg a little bit and place your back leg down. So just the top part of your foot, you'll keep your heel up. Might need to reposition your legs a little bit. One hand on your thigh. Cartwheel up to warrior 2. So spiral your back foot. All right, so here we are on the warrior 2. Sorry to have my back to you. Sometimes it happens this way. Place your hand down on your thigh and sweep up the peaceful warrior. Now your top arm comes into your hip crease. Bend and lift. Keep going, please. I had actually arranged it so I wouldn't have my back to you today. Keep going, reach up, but I kind of messed it up. So energizing through your body. Let's take the next one down nice and low. And then cartwheel your arms down to the floor. Now toe heel your foot off your mat. And lower your right knee down. Okay, so here we are. Your left leg is off your mat. Your right knee is on the floor. And we're doing my favorite stretch, yeah? Drop your knee out to the side. Expose the sole of your foot. Now, if you'd like to, you can place the block underneath your right hand. Let's all take our hand off our thigh and wrap around your spine. Twist and twist and twist. You can stay right here if you'd like, or lift your foot up and back. And if it's up, why don't you take hold of your foot? If you'd like to add some intensity to this posture, start to kick your foot into your hand. Just please check in with your breath. It should be fluid and deep, and your eyes should be kind of sparkly. Okay, I'd like you to stay right where you are, because otherwise I'll have my back to you the whole time. And that would be a drag. Okay, let's lower your foot back down to the ground. And turn your body towards the center. Hey, Fox. Hi, love. Now, bring your right foot toe heel, all the way across to the other side of the mat. And then place your block underneath your right thigh. Okay, so first we're gonna do a very proper pigeon. Your left leg is in front, correct? Okay, here are the things we wanna look for. Your shin is parallel to the front of your mat. Your back leg should be parallel to the side of the mat. And then you want your hips turned forward and down. So do your very best to get all that happening, okay? And sit up tall. And if you feel compression in your lower back from this exercise, then you can simply walk your hands forward a little bit and lengthen your spine. This stretching will help to ensure that you don't end up a tight ass, because it's just not the time. All right, please bring your foot into your hip crease and remove the block from your seat. Okay, so rather than completely sleeping your pigeon today, I'd like you to turn your block up halfway and place your forehead on your block. So take it out far enough so that you could feel that your spine is long rather than rounded. If you don't have a block today, you can stack 2 fists on top of each other. Okay, as you rise up, lift your forehead first, then your eyes, then your chin, then your chest. So peel your body up and then turn towards your right leg. Sit up very tall. And place your right hand behind your thigh. Reach up. And then over, side bending. And just see what's available to you without any judgment at all. Now place your hand on your thigh or on your shin. And now flex your toes hard. Pull your toes in towards your nose and see if you can move just a little bit deeper. Do your best to keep your left cheek on the floor. And if you're feeling bendy and flexy today and you could grab your toe, then you should. Now sweep back up, please. Wow, this is really upbeat music today, huh? I know. How about that? Turn 2 shoulders towards your foot. And now we'll walk down your leg. So try this. Take your left hand to the outside of your shin. So that will kind of help you to straighten out a bit. Take a deep breath in and an even longer exhale. One more time, a deep breath in, a longer exhale, and slowly scoop your belly and roll your body up. So now your left leg tucks into your body, your right leg wraps around. So fold right onto yourself. Okay, from here, make sure your right butt cheek comes down. You can stay right here if you'd like. If you'd like to continue on, then toe heel your foot all the way out. So just kind of wiggle it and start to stack your knees. So because I'm wearing black, I want to make sure you can see it. I just have one knee on top of the other knee. And then sit up as tall as you can. So in either posture, you're sitting very, very tall. And then you've got lots of arm options, right? You're either holding your knee or your hands are at your heart. This is one that we practiced yesterday. Bring your hands to your lower back. Place your tallest finger together and use that as a guide to slide up your spine. Draw your shoulders back. And take some long, deep breaths. I control my present moment with the power of my breath. Inhaling what I need and exhaling what I don't need. I have control. You know, you can do that at any time, at any moment, using the power of your free will. You can reset your current situation with the power of your breath. It's such a fun game to play because it really does work. I promise you, if you haven't tried it yet, you should. Slide your hands back down, please. Let's unfold our legs. Take your right leg out to the side. And now roll over. Your left leg will stay curled underneath you. Place your hands down. Curl your toes under. Exhale, press yourself up. You know this one, Gary. Your knee comes to one elbow, and then your other elbow. Tick tock, tick tock. Now lift your leg up high in the air, three-legged dog, please. Keep your leg up. Shift forward to plank. Optional chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Shift forward to plank. Left leg up. Chaturanga is optional. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Lift both heels high. Hips to heels. Little jumps or one big pounce. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. I control my present moment with the power of my breath. Inhaling, exhaling. I have control. Sweep both arms all the way up, please, and bring your hands down to your heart. You ready for the other side? It's a pretty long sequence for us, huh? Garudasana on the left side. So bring your arms up, please. Left arm underneath your right arm. Wrap like ropes and draw your elbows down. Okay, you always have the option to wrap your arms around your body if that feels better for you. A deep compression, okay? Let's do that one more time. Reach up. Let's see your eagle wings this time. And draw down. All right, let's sit down nice and low. Pop your left heel. Lift your leg up. Wrap like ropes. Now squeeze everything. The goal is to create compression at all your major joints. So it'll stop the blood flow at all your major joints just for a few moments. That's why it's so important that you breathe easily. And then when we unwrap, a fresh flow of oxygen all through your body. So good for you. Okay, unwrap your leg, please. And lift your knee up. Flex your foot hard. Sweep up. And then push the walls away. Hold your space. Ground down through your feet. Lift up through your thigh. All the things, right? All right, tuck your toe in. And extend your leg back behind you. So come forward into your airplane or your hip hinge, whatever you prefer to call this posture. And then level 3 students, you'll reach forward to warrior 3. Thumbs up. Body long and straight, reaching in both directions. Now please look down to the floor, reach your fingers down, and support yourself. Bend your bottom leg, cross your top leg on top of that. So get small, just like the eagle, drop your head, and then press up. Let's do this a few times. Down and up. So do make some good effort on the way up to straighten out your leg, okay? Dawn Marie, I trust you're doing okay over there. I see you kind of doing your thing. I know. She's got it. Okay, good. Okay, hold your last one up, please. And then bend your leg just a little bit so you'll place your foot down on the ground behind you. And then cartwheel up to the warrior 2. So the back foot is turned towards me, right? Front foot is forward, 2 feet in 2 different directions. Get down nice and low. Remember always, even though our feet are wide, we're drawing our feet in. Be the warrior. Now the peaceful warrior. Elbow comes into your hip crease. Down and up. Let's have 2 more of these. Hold your next one down. And we'll cartwheel both arms down to the floor. Toe heel your right foot to the outside of your mat and lower your left knee down to the floor. Okay, so here we have it again. Pressing your knee out, opening up and exposing the sole of your foot. I always find a little bit more comfort with a block underneath my opposite hand, so this would be in the left hand. You can continue pressing through your knee. You can stay there if you'd like, or continue on and place your hand at your lower back. If you'd like to move on from there, fold your back leg a lot. You'll feel your hamstring engage. Turn and look back towards your foot, And if you'd like, take hold of your foot. If you've chosen to hold on, then start to kick into your hand. And then very gently release your foot, lower it down. You'll start to walk your foot across the mat. So it's that toe heel option, right? It's a little bit of a shimmy. Place your block underneath your right thigh. And take some time for your alignment. It's really important. So look at your front shin. That should be parallel to the front of your mat. Then look over your shoulder at your leg. Might look a little wonky on first look, right? See if you can straighten it out a bit and align it with your mat. And then do your best to get 2 hips forward. Remember, it's a practice. If you don't have it today, that's okay. You're halfway there, 3/4 of the way there. You're doing this, and this is perfect, exactly as it is today, right? And you're controlling your present moment with the power of your breath. There's that. Okay, begin to slide your foot into your hip crease. Please remove the block. Settle in deeper. So as soon as you settle in deeper, your back leg can slide so much further back. And now let your hip crease drop down to the floor. Feels so good, right? Yep. Okay, for today we're using our block, lengthening our spine, and placing our forehead out in front of you. So if you feel that your spine is rounded, then move your block out further. And take a deep breath in and an even longer exhale. Okay, reach through the crown of your head first as you lift up. Your forehead, your eyes, your chin, your chest, peel up. And then walk yourself and slide into the center for some nice, easy stretching. Easy is relative, I know. Okay, place your hand back behind you. Pardon me, that's wrong. Place your left hand back behind you. Reach your right arm up. Even though I've still got the signs, you know, I'm completely dyslexic now. You guys know that, right? Take this over, over, over. And work with exactly what you've got today. So at this point, flex your ankle hard, please. Spread your toes very wide. And if your top fingers can reach your toes, good for you. Please keep your hip on the ground. Take a deep breath in and a longer exhale. And now sweep your right arm up, sweep it up, and relax. Lengthen your spine before you twist. And now face your leg, and let's walk your hands down. So do your best to square your shoulders in the same direction as your foot. It may help you to wrap your right arm around your shin. Continue to press through your heel and spread your toes. That will help to keep your leg nice and long and lengthened. Now slowly hinge your body up. Once you walk yourself up, you'll swing your left leg around. You can cross it right on top if you'd like. And if you're choosing to hold in this posture, just make sure both cheeks are on the floor. Pull your knee in as much as you can. Really apply some good pressure. Okay, and it's not like mean pressure, like I need this leg in further. It's like, I love you, leg. You're doing great today. See what I mean? It's all about that internal intention. And now, if you like to move on a little bit further, then stack your knees one on top of the other. It may take some maneuvering for you to get there, so that you stack. And then choose a hand position. You can sit tall or take your fingers back behind you. Yeah, I really do love this sequence. I'm glad we did another one this week. We might do it again next week. It might happen. Sit very tall, please. Take a deep breath in. Exhale a lot. I control my present moment with the power of my breath. Inhaling, exhaling, I have control. Slide your hands down your back, please. Unwrap your leg. So take your left leg out to the side. Roll your body over to transition. Curl your back toes, hands underneath you. Prepare to launch. Exhale, lift your knee up, and then tick-tock. All right, inhale, lift your leg up high. Shift forward to plank. Optional chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Let's do that one more time. Shift forward to plank, right leg up, chaturanga. Upward and downward. Please lower to your knees. And roll your body up for one more camel pose. So we started class this way, and now we're returning. Hopefully you'll have more extension than you had in the beginning. Let's curl our toes under a lap. Place your hands at your lower back. So hand position for the spinal plane can be here, or on your thighs, or on your heels, okay? Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press your hips forward. Hips forward, hips forward. Find your hand placement. Lift your heart. A deep breath in. And a longer exhale. Walk your hands back in. Please bring your hands into your heart and return to a kneeling position. Close your eyes and just watch yourself. We've got 2 more minutes. I'm going to use them if you don't mind. What do you think? Bring your hands to the floor, please. Cross your ankles and roll your body back. So as soon as you get down to the mat, draw your knees into your chest, please, and rock from side to side. Lift your legs up in the air. Take them out wide. Now right leg crosses at your thighs. Cross your legs very high on your thighs and then drop your feet down. You could take your heels or the middle of your foot or your toes. Once you're holding, flatten out through your back again. So really work to get your tailbone onto the floor and then pull your feet apart. Relax your feet down. Extend your legs up into the air. Take your legs wide, and then your left leg crosses on top, high on your thigh. Drop your feet. Take hold of your feet, anywhere you like. But once you've got them, then you've got to flatten out your back again. So So close your eyes and go in there and feel yourself connect. Completely under control. You control your present moment. Make it a good one. Soften your feet down, please. Take your legs up and then fold your legs. Place your feet on the mat, your hands by your sides, touch your ankles, and lift your hips up high. Now, Gary, if you'd like to practice wheel, please go for it now. Any variation of the bridge would be perfect right now. We've got about 10 seconds. So you can hold here, you can interlace your arms. I think some of you know that I'm struggling with some back problems today, so this is where I'll end for today. But you can take any variation, palms together. You can prop your hips up with your hands if you'd like. Hold for 8, 7, 6. Keep pressing your hips. 5, 4, 3. Begin to make your way out. And slowly lower down to the mat, bone by bone. Draw your feet in. One quick happy baby. Just be happy, baby. Rock from side to side. Draw your knees back in and extend your legs all the way out. And this is the point where you're allowed to let your body just rest for a few minutes. And in our live classes, I used to walk around with some essential oils and fan my students. So, with your eyes closed as you settle in, just imagine a gentle breeze washing over you. Feel the success of all the work you've just done. I control my present moment with the power of my breath. Inhaling, exhaling. I have control. Take a deep breath in, please. Even longer, exhale. Reach your arms over your head. Reach through your fingers and please wiggle your toes. Draw your knees into your chest. And rock and roll your body forward and back. Roll your body all the way up and turn towards the front. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands into your heart. Let's say our mantra one more time because it's a good one this week. I control my present moment with the power of my breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Yeah, I have control. Today, you used your body, breath, thoughts, and emotions to reset your physical body, your thoughts and emotions. Be proud of yourself for showing up. I appreciate you for choosing me as your coach. I hope to see you soon. Namaste. Good job, everybody. Thanks for showing up today. I hope you had a good experience. Good to see you, Gary.
See you.